Dear students, in this video I am going to discuss the scene 2 of Glass Menagerie. Right, here discussing part by part for your thorough awareness, right, deep understanding, right, comprehensive analysis. Here, Laura, haven't you ever liked some boy? On the dark stage, the screen is lighted with the image of a blue rose. Gradually, Laura's figure becomes apparent and the screen goes out. The music subsides. Yes, mother asks Laura whether she had ever had a boyfriend. Laura is seated. Now you know that in the scene 1, there was a failure that nobody came to see Laura. They have prepared home to welcome gentlemen callers, if not bridegrooms, but nobody came. Now, Amanda's fullest concern is to find a suitable future partner for her daughter to establish a future with a husband. Otherwise, she will have no life. Laura is seated in the delicate ivory chair at the small clawfoot table. She wears a dress of soft violet material for a kimono, her hair tied back from her forehead with a ribbon. She is washing and polishing her collection of glass. That collection of glass, it is the glass menagerie. That is the only inheritance that she got from her father, betrayed father. Amanda appears on the fire escape steps at the sound of ascent. A-S-C-E-N-T. Ascent කියන්නේ අර උඩ නගිනවා කියන්නේ climbing on something, right? Words, a good word. Ascending on the ladder, ascending on the staircase, right? Now, our main ambition of learning advanced level literature is not merely to improve your English. English is improved, it's okay. But your ambition must be to obtain A or B. Therefore, even using mother tongue, you don't mind. I have seen some teachers teaching advanced level literature using Sinhala also. That's okay. Do you understand? As teachers, our right duty is to make a student understand clearly. However, whether it is Sinhala or Tamil or, you understand? Yes. Therefore, don't criticize teachers for using mother tongue, Sinhala and Tamil, when teaching English literature. Sometimes English may not be your mother tongue. There are burghers and some others in Malaysia, in Sri Lanka, whose mother tongue is English. They are okay, but Sinhala and Tamil students, they learn English as a second language. On most occasions, English is not their domestic language, right? If English is your domestic language, it's okay. Otherwise, difficult. Therefore, mother tongue interference, finding words and thinking in mother tongue also, it's okay. Do you understand? Laura catches her breath, thrusts the ball of ornaments away and seats herself stiffly before the diagram of the typewriter keyboard as though it held a spellbound. Something has happened to Amanda. We know that Amanda enrolled her daughter to Rubicon Business School to complete her typewriting and shorthand. There was a time that girls were directed to learn typewriting and shorthand. Nowadays that doesn't happen. Our school time also, when we did O-level, our classmate girls, when we met, we asked what were they doing. They said they were learning typewriting and shorthand. Because here Sri Lanka also, that time, they believed that girls had to learn that. Boys were sent to radio repair, television repair, like that courses. Time changes. It is written in her face as she climbs to the land in a look that is grim and hopeless. Amanda's face, there is a look that conveys grimness and hopelessness. right? Why? Now you may understand why it is. She is, right, always concerned about her daughter's future and son's future. Her only treasures in life, right, is her children. And a little absurd, she had on one of those cheap or imitation velvety looking cloth coats on. Here we are given her poverty strickenness. She is extremely poor, right? She has no, that means Amanda has no proper dresses to go out. Her dresses are faded, clothes with imitation fur collar. Her hat is 5 or 6 years old. One of those dreadful cloth hats. Cloth hat means type of a hat, okay, that were worn in the late 20s. And she is clasped in an enormous back patent leather pocketbook with nickel clasps and initial. This is a full dress outfit. When she goes out, she carries bag also. The one she usually wears to the DAR, right? DAR means Daughters of American Revolution. American ladies engaged in it, especially black. So here we are given a point to think that Amanda's origin is African American, mean black. But it can't be always decided, okay? Because white women also joined it. Before entering, she looks through the door. She purses her lips, opens her eyes very wide, rolls them upward and shakes her hand. Then she slowly lets herself in the door. Seeing her mother's expression, Laura touches her lips with a nervous gesture. Mother is changed. Her grim appearance scared Laura. Laura, hello mother. I was. She makes a nervous gesture towards the chart on the wall. Amanda leans against the shut door and stares at Laura with a martyred look. Martyred means dedicated life. Amanda, deception. She slowly removes her hat and gloves, continuing the sweet suffering stare. She lets her hat and gloves fall on the floor. A bit of acting. She expresses anger. Laura shakily, how was the DR meeting? Amanda slowly opens her purse and removes a dainty white handkerchief, which she shakes out and delicately touches to her lips and nostrils. Didn't you go to the DR meeting, mother? Faintly, almost inaudibly, Amanda says, no. Then more forcibly, I did not have the strength to go to DAR meeting. In fact, I did not have the courage. Now actually, we have to understand her words, right, as a dedicated mother expressing her sympathy. I did not have the courage. I wanted to find a hole in the ground and hide myself it forever. That means she felt like dying. She crosses slowly to the wall and removes the diagram of the typewriter keyboard. She holds it in front of her second, staring at it sweetly and sorrowfully, then bites her lips and tears it into 2 pieces. Laura, why did you do that, mother? Amanda repeats the same procedure with the chart of the Greek alphabet. That means typewriter matter. Why are you? Amanda, why? How old are you, Laura? Laura, mother, you know my age. Amanda, I thought you were an adult. It seems that I was mistaken. Mother now lays blames on Laura. Let's see why. She crosses slowly to the sofa and pinks down and stares at Laura. Stares mean look, S-T-A-R-E. Please don't stare at me, mother. Amanda closes her eyes and lowers her head. Count 10 to reduce anger. Amanda, what are we going to do? What is going to become of us? What is the future? Again count 10 to 1, 2, 3, like that. Lessen her anger. Laura, has something happened, mother? Amanda draws a long breath and takes out of the handkerchief again. Dabbing process. Mother, has something happened? Amanda, I will be all right in a minute. I'm just bewildered by life. Bewildered by life. Laura, mother, I wish that you would tell me what's happened. Amanda, as you know, I was supposed to be induced into my office at the DER this afternoon. After that, there's an image, a swarm of typewriters. But I stopped off at Rubicon's Business College to speak to your teachers about you having a cold and ask them what progress they thought you were making down there. That's why I often said Amanda is a dedicated mother. Not only she sent the daughter to Rubicon Business School, she herself visited there to examine her progress. Amanda, I went to the typing instructor and introduced myself as your mother. She didn't know you were. Wingfield? She said, we don't have any such student enrolled at the school. Now, actual thing is that mother very difficultly found money and paid her tuition fee. She cut the school. She didn't go. 1 or 2 days she went there. After that she avoided. Right? The reason is that now Amanda difficultly found some money and paid Dora's tuition fee at Rubicon Business School, hoping that she would learn. But she didn't go. She avoided. She cut the school and she was loitering here and there. There are reasons behind that. In my previous video also I said she is shy, extremely shy. There are several reasons. One is that she has no proper dresses. It's not mentioned here. But a girl, whether it is America or wherever, she needs glistening attire to appear in front of the others. Other thing is that she is extremely shy, as a result of domestication and isolation. And also, she has a problem, a deformity in her leg, so that she is crippled. Right. She is not determined. Okay, she can't take muster. Right, muster courage. Then she is depressed, disappointed. Monotonous lifestyle, right, made her shy. I assured her she did that you have been going to classes since early in January. I wonder, she said, if you could be talking about that terribly shy little girl who dropped out of school after only few days attendance. No, I said, Laura, my daughter has been going to school every day for the past 6 weeks. Excuse me, she said. She took the attendance book and there was your name, unmistakably printed, and all the dates you were absent until they decided that you had dropped out school. I still said, no, there must have been some mistake. There must have been some mixed up in the records. And she said, no, I remember her perfectly now. Her hand shook so that she couldn't hit the right keys. That means she was shy. She was shivering. The first time we gave her a speech test, she dropped down completely, was sick at the stomach, and almost had to be carried into the washroom. After that morning, she never showed up anymore. Right, that is the report of the teacher. Now, on the side of Amanda, she is wrong. Her mother tried to illuminate her life through some studies as she is unemployed. Right, but she purposely, destroyed mother's hopes. Teacher said, we found the house but never got any answer. And after that she says, while I was working at Famous Bar, I suppose demonstrating those. Oh, that means she worked as a brassiere demonstrator in a shop called Famous Bar. Oh, I felt so weak. I could barely keep on my feet. I had to sit down while they got me a glass of water. She confesses now. $50 tuition. Mother had paid $50 tuition. All of our plans. my hopes and ambitions for you just gone up the spout. Just gone up the spout like that. Laura draws a long breath and gets awkwardly to her feet. She crosses the Victoria and wins it up. What are you doing? Laura, oh. She releases the handle and returns to her seat. Amanda, Laura, where have you been going when you have gone out pretending that you were going to business college? She left home pretending that she was going to the business college, but she didn't go there. Like what our school children do. America also, that is same. Now, there are some background issues that drive Laura to behave like this. She is living in an unencouraging environment. This lethargy is there, right? She has no one to communicate. She can't share life with anyone. If she had friends, perhaps life would have been different. It wasn't as bad as it sounds. I went inside places to get warmed up. Inside where? I went to the art museum and the bird houses at the zoo. I visited the penguins every day. Sometimes I did without lunch and went into the movies. Lately I have been spending most of my afternoons in the jewel box, that big glass house where they raise the tropical flowers. She hadn't gone any other wrong way. That means she had visited such places. Being a girl, on her side, she is wrong because her duty should be to fulfill mother's desires, accomplish what mother wishes. Amanda, you did all this to deceive me, just for deception. Why? Laura says, Mother, when you are disappointed, you get the awful suffering look on your face. She is also now worried about mother's appearance. Like the picture of Jesus' mother in the museum. She equates her mother to Jesus' mother. Amanda, hush. Laura, I couldn't face it. After that, Amanda says hopelessly, fingering the huge pocketbook. So what are we going to do the rest of our lives? Now that is the question, very important for their lives. Because they have no jobs. Both of them are unemployed. They are domesticated. The only breadwinner of the family is Tom. He also brings $65. They barely manage. Actually, there is no happiness. Right? A family should have happiness. Right? They should have a change. But here, monotonous life. Every day the same thing. Stay home and watch the parades go by. Amuse ourselves with the glass Menagerie, darling. Eternally play those worn out phonograph records. Your father left as a painful reminder of him. Here it is the first time on the side of Amanda, she heard about her husband is mentioned. Actually, this collection of glass animals is the only property that they have from that betrayed husband. We won't have a business career. Now she is true. Amanda is a realistic mother. Right? She knows that. Tom will leave home at any moment. They can't depend on him. So she finds dependency. She doesn't mind what will happen to herself, but thinks about daughter. She didn't get married for the second time after husband's departure because of children. She looked after children. American mother can't be expected to be so. We have given up because it gave us nerves in digestion. What is there left but dependency all our lives? She says yes. All of our lives we will remain dependent. I know so well what becomes of unmarried women who aren't prepared to occupy a profession or position. If she is not occupied the position, being employed, her future is a tragic one. There is a saga. Are you seeing such painful cases in South? In South America, there are such cases, he says. Barely tolerated spinsters. Spinsters mean unmarried women. Living upon the grudging patronage of sister's husband or brother's wife. With in-laws with continuous quarrels, she has to live if she is not married. Stuck away in some little mousetrap of a room, encouraged by one in-law to visit another, like bird-like women without any nest. Then we will happen to be bird-like women without any nest, eating the crust of humility all the life. Eating the crust of humility. Ninda pasthawata pathana apahasata. Eating the crust of humility. In that the future that we have mapped out for ourselves? Is that the future that we have mapped out for ourselves? She questions. I swear, it is the only alternative I can think of. It isn't a very pleasant alternative, is it? Of course, some girls do marry. Haven't you ever liked some boy? She asks about a boy. Now, then she tells about a boy she liked in the school. His name, Jim O'Connor. Later at the end of the story play, we come to know that Jim O'Connor is the person who will arrive at this home as a gentleman caller. Gentleman caller means bridegroom. Yes, I liked one. I came across his picture a while ago. He gave you his picture? No, it is in the yearbook. That is school yearbook. Amanda with a disappointed impression says, so, a high school boy? Yes, his name was Jim. Laura lifts the heavy annual from the claw food table here. He is in the Pirates of Penzance. Pirate of Penzance, one opera drama in that he had been an actor. As we read, this character, Jim, here called Jim, later is Jim O'Connor, right, is an all-round man. Leader of badminton team, captain of debate, drama, singer, all-round man. But at the end of the story we learn that Jim and Tom work in the same place. Tom is a clerk and his position is a little bit higher than Tom. He gets $80 or $85. Jim, this man gets $65. Right? Tom didn't have any school colors. In the school he was a marginalized boy. Right? But Jim is an all-round man. Right? Jim was the captain of debate team. Right? Badminton team. Drama. Singer. Being an all-round person, he was bright in the school days. Everybody, right, appreciated him. But what happened at last? He also became an employee in a warehouse with Tom. Both are same. The writer speaks of some problems of society, political, economical, all. The what? The operetta, the senior class put on. He had a wonderful voice and we sat across the aisle from each other Monday, Wednesday and Friday in the odd. Here is with the silver cup for debating. His grin, he shows at that annual school book, his talents are right printed. Amanda absently. He must have had a jolly disposition, Amanda says. He used to call me Blue Roses, but up to now they don't know Jim O'Connor is working with Tom. They were in the school together. He used to call me Blue Roses. Right? Why did he call you such a name as that? Laura said, when I had the attack of fluorosis, one time she was suffering. He asked me what was the matter when I came back. I said fluorosis. He thought that I said blue roses. In Americans also mispronounce the words, misinterpreted. So what about ours? I didn't care for the girl that he went out with, Emily Messinbatch. He had also a girl that time. Emily was the best dressed girl at Solden, school name. She never struck me, though has been sincere. It says in the personal section, they are engaged. That is about the sexual behavior of America's school children. That's 6 years ago. they must have been married by now. I says they must have been married by now. Amanda, now this is also useless talk she gave. If she thinks they have been married now, why does she talk about that man? Girls that aren't cut out for business careers usually wind up married to some nice man. She says if girls are not employed, she must be married to a nice man. Sister, that's what you will do. She also calls daughter sister. But mother, yes. Laura, I am crippled. She says I am crippled. Nonsense, Laura. Now, here, being a mother, Amanda believes that the crippled leg is also part of added beauty. Right? Laura, I told you never to use that word. Why? You are not crippled. You just have a little defect. Hardly noticeable. Even when people have some slight disadvantage like that, they cultivate other things to make up for it. Develop charm and vivacity and charm. That's all you have to do. She turns again to the photograph. One thing your father had plenty of was charm. Photograph means that husband photograph is there. There is one thing. Amanda still loves that man. She still respects that man. Now she is suffering with her 2 children because of that man's action. But she never blames. Always appreciates. Charm. I was attracted to your father's handsome beauty like that. Right? So we can't understand what type of a wife is this. She never hates. Right. Tom motions to the fiddle in the wings. Right. This is the end of the scene too. So there are so many things to be discussed here. Here short video, Otherwise we will discuss that later. Right. Wish you a nice future. Bye.